Hello, amazing family. Welcome to my YouTube channel, Amazing Grace with Bosse. My name is Bosse Ojubo. If this is your first time watching this channel, welcome. This is a safe place where we equip ourselves with the tools to navigate life. So, subscribe and join the amazing family. It was Martin Luther King who said, "Our lives begin to end the day we become silent about things that matter." What are the things you're silent about because you are afraid? What are the things you call white when you know in your heart that it is black? What are the false witnesses you have borne against someone just because you want to curry favor? How many times have you flattered your boss or your benefactor and praised him instead of telling him, "Sir, ma'am, with all due respect, I think you got it wrong here"? Well, don't answer me. Just think about it. It's food for thought for all of us. Well, I understand. Oh yes, we all understand that sometimes we have to shut up and turn a deaf ear for very selfish reasons. But wait a minute. When it means putting someone under the bus for your own benefits, will you do it? When you see raw injustice and evil being meted out to your fellow human being, will you be silent? Okay, let's look at another scenario. When being silent erodes your wellness and diminishes your humanity, will you be silent? I came across a sermon delivered on the 18th of March, 1956, titled "When Peace Becomes Obnoxious" by Martin Luther King. When I read it, I knew I had to share my thoughts with you. So, fasten your seatbelts, relax, and be ready to think deep and question yourself. I have done some self-examination myself. Martin Luther King delivered a sermon, "When Peace Becomes Obnoxious," at a Baptist church just before the trial for violating Alabama's anti-boycott law. Now, let me give you a little background so that you understand what we're talking about. Now, the civil rights movement was on for years, and blacks fought against segregation and racism in America. Well, following all the pursuits and agitation for equality and the right to education, there was a court judgment that stated that the University of Alabama should not deny admission to people of color or race. Immediately after the judgment, a very brave and courageous woman, young lady, called Lucy Otherin, got admission into the University of Alabama. She became the first black woman to be so admitted to the university. Some white folks did not want to be in the same campus with a black person. All hell broke loose. They threw eggs and stones at her and burnt crosses on campus. Her life was in danger just for being a black girl in an all-white school. And so the school management decided to expel her because, according to them, they feared for her life and even that of the university. So let's fast forward. The riot stopped after Lucy was expelled from the university, and there was peace. Everybody kept quiet. It was this relatively or so-called calm or peace after the riots, of course, that led to the sermon When Peace Becomes Obnoxious by Martin Luther King. Martin Luther King said that the relative peace on the University of Alabama campus came at a great price. The price, according to him, of allowing mobocracy to reign over democracy. And he called on all human beings to hate this kind of peace because, according to him, it is the type of peace that stings in the nostrils of the Almighty God. Wow. We don't have men like Martin Luther King or Nelson Mandela again, or do we? Well, maybe a few. All of us are after stomach infrastructure, unfortunately. All of us, in one way or in one form or the other. We are all guilty. And so, Martin Luther King said, if peace means blacks should shut up and accept exploitation, injustice, and accept that they are second-class citizens, then he does not want that type of peace. That is the kind of peace he refers to as obnoxious. Real peace, according to King, is the presence of positive good. I like that. Now, most religions preach peace and the need to live in harmony with one another. So peace is absolutely important. But do you agree with Martin Luther King that peace can be obnoxious? Is there a type of peace that would be detrimental to your mental and physical well-being? Is there a type of peace that can make you miserable and actually be your undoing? Is there a kind of compromise peace that can lead you to depression and possibly death? And is there a time when, as a human being, you have to stand up for yourself and damn the consequences, no matter the pain or agony it will cause you? These are some of the questions you will need to ask yourself today. Can peace be obnoxious? Can it be very unpleasant? The ability to deal with peace or obnoxious peace is different for everybody. We are all wired differently, and our capacity and ability to handle situations differs. So you need to know who you are, know your strength and your peculiar circumstances for your own good, so that you do not spiral out of control to find yourself depressed or in a mental home or even die. So, as we say in local parlance, know yourself and your situation. Know because if you are a full-fledged adult and you have the strength and capacity to live with an obnoxious peace, to take nonsense and still be yourself, by all means, do so. It's your life after all. Truth be told, most of us have taken one form of nonsense or bullshit or the other in our lives for the sake of peace. Yes. I'm sure most people have had a situation where they apologized and said, I'm sorry, even when they're not wrong, just to make peace reign. Just for the sake of peace. You say, I'm sorry. If you are that person who is wondering right now, how come you've been taking nonsense for the sake of peace? I tell you, it's okay to wonder. It's okay. But don't wallow and drown yourself in self-pity. Don't beat yourself up. You took the right decision to take nonsense or bullshit for the sake of peace at the right time when you did. Yes, it was the commonsensical and the right thing for you to do at that time. But you know what? A time comes, and it comes at different times for different people. You can't even predict when it will come. You wake up one morning and say, I'm a human being too. Enough is enough. And you start to wonder and ask yourself, wow, how come you took such magnitude of bullshit for the sake of peace? But never forget that a wise man or woman looks at the whole picture, has a bird's eye view of the situation, and is able to make an informed decision that works for him or her. We also have the exceptional, incomparable human being who will never come to an awakening or to the point when they say, peace, this peace is unpleasant, this peace is obnoxious, and say, enough is enough. That's fine too. No one will judge you. It's your life after all, and you have the right to live it as you wish. If you agree to be intimidated, oppressed, devalued, disrespected, humiliated, and shamed until Jesus comes, by all means, be that person. If acceptance of your peculiar situation does not have any negative effect on you, it's not making you depressed, then by all means, live with the obnoxious peace and accept your faith. But let's face it, human beings are not wired to take nonsense forever. A time comes when they will revolt. Those who have ears, let them hear. So if you are giving someone nonsense today, just know that a time will come when they will look you in the face and tell you, who do you think you are? So don't ever let it get to that point. Human beings are the same all over the world. It doesn't matter whether they are black, Asian, or whites. Every human being wants respect, deserves respect, and deserves to live in good peace and not obnoxious peace. Yes, we know that peace always comes at a price. Yes, somebody has to be a fool for peace to reign. That's true. Somebody has to say, I am sorry, even when they are not wrong. Someone will have to play deaf, dumb, and blind sometimes for peace sake. Someone will have to compromise most times for peace and for the larger good. However, a wise, sane, normal human being who sees that you're compromising for the sake of peace should be smart enough to recognize it. But unfortunately, wisdom is scarce. Foolish, egoistic people see compromise as weakness and as an avenue to continue to exploit, intimidate, and oppress. That was the case for the white Americans. They saw the peaceful, non-confrontational attitude of black Americans as weakness and wanted to continue to oppress until the blacks said, enough is enough. We are not having it. And so it is with everybody. A time comes when you have been pushed to the wall and you realize, that you are on a spiral downward journey of no return if you're not careful. And sometimes something jolts you and you wake up from slumber and you say, no more. Enough is enough. I'm not having it. Having said that, never forget to always seek peace. Explore all avenues to make peace. Do not and never be in a hurry to let peace go. But if peace means shutting up when evil and injustice is being perpetrated, resist it if you can. If peace exploits you politically, economically, and socially, resist it if you can. However, when peace becomes obnoxious and it's suffocating you and affecting your mental and physical well-being, brace yourself. Use your full chest, as we say, and resist it if you can. And that is only after you have thoroughly evaluated your peculiar situation. We're done. It's a wrap. That's our show for today. Thank you very much for watching. Until I come your way again, always give peace a chance. Bye-bye.